everybody, and welcome back to another Game News Roundup. This, as always, is being streamed live, twitch.tv/TrunksWD. It is Wednesday, November 30th. It is nearly December. It is nearly the end of 2022. Where has the time flown? A little bit crazy, but as always, if you enjoy this, be sure to leave a like. Hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. By when? I have no idea. Whenever. Hopefully I hit it. I am currently like 340 away, somewhere around there. So please hit the like button. Leave a comment, because it's helping the YouTube algorithm and all that stuff. So anyways, there's not a lot today, but the biggest thing, Serbia has approved Microsoft's Activision Blizzard acquisition. Which they are the third country, or, with a regulatory body that needs approval to approve the deal, has now approved the deal. Following Saudi Arabia in August and Brazil in October. That's 3 down and like 13 or 14 to go. Obviously, the biggest ones are still left. The FTC in the US, the CMA in the UK, and the European Commission for the European Union. Obviously, I'm pretty sure Canada needs to approve it, China, and it's a decent list. But Serbia has become the third to approve the deal. Also, this is unconditional approval. No concessions were required for them to approve the deal. What it looks like, as we reported recently, FTC might be asking for concessions from Microsoft, and Microsoft might be willing to offer concessions even before FTC asks for any, with the report being Microsoft will be keeping Call of Duty, a deal with Sony to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation for at least 10 years. But they were planning on keeping Call of Duty multi-platform anyway. This is just a guarantee to keep it multi-platform. But yeah, this is also from the original report from Reuters that we reported on recently. But yeah, Serbia has approved the deal. 3 down, 13 or 14 to go. But yeah, the report had said the deal has been cleared unconditionally in Brazil, Saudi Arabia, and Serbia, which was the first mention of it being approved in Serbia. But yeah, that's 3 down, many to go. There's not a lot to say about this. It's just, here it is. Another country has approved the deal. Although, are we going to have an approval by the end of this year? Not a chance. We might get a ruling by the FTC, the European Commission, potentially in January, probably not till February or March. And the CMA in the UK, I believe they have their date, their closing date to make a final decision is sometime in March. When in March? I don't quite remember the date, but it was sometime in March. Hopefully we'll hear from the UK. And then I feel like once one of the big ones potentially approves it, and then I feel like it'll be a domino effect. But Microsoft did originally state they expect the deal to be approved by the end of June 2023. So we potentially have another 7 months of this before it is finally all approved, or maybe it'll be blocked and that's it. And then Microsoft will spend its money on probably smaller gaming companies. Obviously, if this deal goes through, there's no way in hell they'll be allowed to, say, acquire Take-Two, which, GTA being bigger, even bigger than Call of Duty. EA would be too big probably, or Ubisoft maybe would be the biggest, but I would see Ubisoft having interest in being acquired, because I forget how many years ago, but some odd years ago, one company did try to do a hostile takeover of Ubisoft, but it failed. So, but yeah, I would see Microsoft maybe going after some smaller video game developers, on the under $1 billion value. I'm leaning towards this deal with Activision Blizzard being approved, obviously with concessions like the guaranteed 10 years of Call of Duty remaining on PlayStation, and potentially we might even see it on Nintendo platforms in the future. But we'll see. And then what other concessions could be, I'm not totally sure, but there might be some other concessions required. Maybe other console games from Activision Blizzard also stop to remain on PlayStation for 10 years. Maybe. But yeah. A little bit of other gaming news. This is a report from today. Again, this is a report, or say a rumor. Monster Hunter Rise might be coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, as well as Xbox Game Pass in January 2023. As well as its expansion. So this report is saying Monster Hunter Rise will release on January 20th, 2023 on the consoles I mentioned, as well as Game Pass, and the Sunbreak expansion in spring 2023. And the game on current generation consoles, which is PS5 and Series X and S, is said to be run at 4K resolution, 60 FPS, and support 3D audio. But the report also says the official announcement from Capcom, according to the report, will be sometime soon. With a hint saying it might be announced at the Game Awards in, about a week? December 8th? I want to say it's December 8th. Thursday, December 8th sounds about right. But also, Monster Hunter Rise, again, it first launched as a Nintendo Switch exclusive on March 26, 2021, followed by a PC release on January 12th of this year. And the Sunbreak expansion launched on both platforms on June 30th of this year. So we might be seeing Monster Hunter Rise on more consoles. And with those ports, it's potential Monster Hunter Rise might become the best-selling Monster Hunter game, passing Monster Hunter World, which is currently the best-selling Monster Hunter game, which, let me get the quick figure for you, because Capcom updates its sales figures every quarter of every game they have that has sold over 1 million units. So yeah, Monster Hunter World, the best-selling game at 18.5 million units sold. Followed by Resident Evil 7. Monster Hunter Rise is third, 11.2 million. So we'll see. Maybe the Monster Hunter Rise on other platforms will be enough to push it over, but we'll see. Todd Howard, Bethesda Game Studios game director and executive producer, did an interview. So we got a couple articles on that. You know, whenever a big person, big gaming person, especially Phil Spencer, but we have quite a bit. When Phil Spencer does, I have just a couple of articles with Todd Howard. Mainly focused on the games they're working on. Starfield. Basically mentioning Starfield being Xbox console exclusivity has benefit development. So yeah, Starfield is an Xbox Series X and S console exclusive, and it's also coming to PC. So Todd Howard, it is exclusive, referring to Starfield, Xbox PC. Keep in mind for us that exclusivity is not unique, even though we've done PlayStation stuff. We were traditionally PC developers in the beginning. We transitioned to Xbox because it became our lead platform. Like Morrowind was basically exclusive to Xbox. Oblivion also launched as an Xbox console exclusive for a long period of time, then I believe it eventually came to PlayStation 3. Our initial stuff is all Xbox. So they developed games for Xbox first, before I guess they port it to PlayStation, if it is, on consoles. So we get into development saying we're focused on Xbox. It's not abnormal for us in any way. So it sounds like they already focused on Xbox as their lead platform. From a development side, I like the ability to focus and have help, and have help from them, the top engineers at Xbox, to say we are going to make this look incredible on the new systems. Is from my standpoint, is just awesome. So it sounds like they're developing the game mainly for the Xbox Series X and S, and obviously it'll still run on PC. I'm fairly certain it will have mod support like we see with Skyrim. They've always been probably the most open video game developer when it comes to mods, more than anyone else, I think. And he also mentioned Elder Scrolls 6. It'll come eventually. He admits he wishes it wasn't taking so long. The main thing is, after Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, they've done what? What have they worked on? Fallout, Starfield. The issue is, it's one team. They now have, they've got Fallout, Elder Scrolls, and Starfield to be working on. They're going to be going from one franchise to the next franchise to the next franchise. So yeah, he wishes Elder Scrolls 6 wasn't taking so long. It's sounding like it's been about 15 years by the time we get Elder Scrolls 6, if not more. Basically, Skyrim came out in 2011. 15 years would be 2026, which if that is the case, that would be 3 years after Starfield. Or 3.5 years if it's holiday. 2023 with Starfield coming out sometime in the first half of next year. I have guessed it's going to be May, is it 5th or 9th? Hold on. I'll know when I see it was a Friday. It is National Space Day or something. Yeah, May 5th, 2020. I feel like Todd Howard loves his days. He loves his special days. 11 for Skyrim. It's National Space Day for a game that's in space. Yeah, that seems perfect. So yeah, I'm going with May 5th, 2023 as my prediction. It's my guess of when it'll actually come out. But he's mentioned, Todd Howard, I have a vague idea, said Howard, on when he thinks Elder Scrolls 6 will launch. I wish it was soon. We want it out too, and I wish they didn't take as long as they did, but they do. And look, I mean, if I could go back in time, it would never have been my plan to wait as long as it's taken for it. We're going to make sure we do it right for everybody. People are playing games for a long time. You know, Skyrim's 11 years old, and it's still probably our most played game. We don't see it slowing down, and people will probably be playing it 10 years from now also. So you have to think about, okay, people are going to play the next Elder Scrolls game for a decade, 2 decades. And that does change the way you think about how your architect is from the get-go. So take Elder Scrolls 6, we figured out where it's set. So Elder Scrolls 6, they know the setting, what the tone is going to be, and what are the big features. We discussed that from the beginning of the game, and which we've had for a very long time. Then we like to do music, so we've already done a take on the music for Elder Scrolls 6, the music we put in the teaser for it. This was 2018. We've taken that further, obviously, so they've expanded, they've done more music for Elder Scrolls 6. We're working on the world. You're then doing concepting and design for the world, and then once we're wrapping up one game, they're wrapping up Starfield now, we can really start prototyping the new one, Elder Scrolls 6. And you're usually building kind of your initial spaces, so we do like to do like a first playable, smaller section of the game that we can sort of prove out and show to people, hey, this is how it feels different, this is what it looks like, and this is what's unique about it. So they like to do a small area for Elder Scrolls 6 level. It's just, alright, maybe the starting area, maybe one city right around it, and that's going to be about it done, and you can explore and learn how the system's going to work, and then they will create more things, more dungeons, and whatnot. So yeah, I'm not expecting this until 2026 at the earliest. But we'll see. We shall see. Another couple of quick things. Games with Gold and PlayStation Plus games have been announced for December. The December 2022 Xbox games with Gold include what might be the most pitiful list of games I've ever seen. They used to do 4 games, now it's just 2. Cold Canyon, available from December 1st to December 31st, and Bladed Fury from December 16th to January 15th. $15 game and a $20 game. So if you're an Xbox Live Gold member or an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, they will be available for you to download for free next month. And then PlayStation Plus monthly games for December 2022. I will admit it's far better. It is a far better list of games. I mean, it's only one more game, but I mean, it includes Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I think that's a bit better. For the PlayStation 4, Biomutant for the PS5 and PS4, as well as Divine Knockout for the PS5 and PS4. This is available for any tier of PlayStation Plus members. The PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium game catalog lineup for December will also be announced. They said later this month, but considering it's November 30th, I have a feeling it'll be the beginning of December. So, yeah, that's probably the worst wording they have. It'll probably be like, yeah, early next month is my guess is what it will end up being. Also, it's your last chance to download the November PlayStation Plus games. You have until Monday, December 5th, which is Neo 2, Lego Harry Potter Collection, and Heavenly Bodies. And also PlayStation Stars, which is a free rewards system with PlayStation, is available. So, but anyways, I think that's going to do it for the Game News Roundup. I said it was going to be a shorter one, and here we are. So again, if you enjoyed this, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. And feel free to leave comments. If there's any gaming news that I've missed, feel free to add it. Or if you have anything you want to add or comment about any of the gaming news I talked about, feel free. Otherwise, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you all for more Game News Roundups. Usually, these are done once or twice a week. So, see you all next time.